Hey, everybody, it's your casual dad back with another Civ Spotlight. We are playing as Trung Trac of the Persian Empire. So, Trung's abilities, you get 3 free levels on your first army commander, and then all your commanders get extra 20% experience bonus, and you get 10% science in cities in tropical, and it's doubled while in a formal war you declare. So, basically, she just wants you to go to war all the time. Now, I paired her with Persia because their generals get initiative for free. So it was really fast to just start off with a whole assault tree plus the commendation. Helps to make up the difference on the higher difficulties. But I want to show you this in particular. Excuse me, not just because of Trang, but just how the games can go. Because I know a lot of times YouTubers and streamers and people, they only put out the best videos and they'll roll for the perfect start. And well, that's understandable if you're trying to do something unique and special. But if you're just playing, like, just put it out there and let other people see that you don't always get the best starts. And so after I roll, excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. Get some high quality H2O. Much better. Do apologize for that. I've always had a rule. I'll re-roll 3 times if it's just an absolutely terrible start. Like, I had one start. I had actually, it looked like this right here, and had 2 resources, 2 sapphires, so gold resources. I was like, no, I'm not doing that one. And I thought about breaking it for the spotlight, because I like to have the spotlights looking pretty good. But then again, also, I want you guys to know what's likely and in the realm of possibilities for you guys. So Trung, she's a lot of fun, especially when you're going to war. I think I went to war a little early. I should have gotten more of my infrastructure set up. On the higher difficulties, you can't really... It's not really like Civ 6 where there's some ways to cheese it and you can get a really good early rush off. You really need to get some infrastructure going. I was not able to secure very many city-states because of how they're all located. They're all over the place. I had one that got taken over in this war, so that's not very good. Yeah, I didn't play it optimally, but also this start was just absolutely terrible. And yes, we have the flax and we have the sheep, but we are coastal with some mountains, and then we come over and, there's not really much land. I know he put a city here, but there's not really expansion lands until you get over here. And then by that time, I'm hemmed in by these 2, so I was like, well, what do you do except go to war? I mean, I could have probably come down here and then just not gone to war. But what's funny is, this is the second time I've taken civs out to try and make things a little different, a little easier, and it seems to make it actually harder because they have more room to expand and they get blown and going real fast. So I'll just go back to leaving the usual number of civs in, but it's okay. It's a little combo Trung Trac spotlight and just setting up the game spotlight. Anyways, it's pretty fun. I mean, we're getting close to being at the end, but we are sorely behind in every aspect. You also notice there's like not very many camels. Here's one camel, not developed. Another camel, not even inside of a city. Can't get that. That's 2 camels. 2 camels on the whole map. 2 camels. So that automatically is going to make getting the economic resource or legacy path more difficult, because when you upgrade a city until they get more buildings in there, they only have 2 slots. And so 4-ish slots usually per city. That means besides the capital. And so what's that? You're gonna need 4 cities to have all 20 if you're gonna be low on camels. Now that they've added more resources and they've been changing up their the spawns. Now, technically, yes, there are enough resources to get the economic victory condition. However, they definitely just made victory condition way harder if you don't get camels. So be prepared to have to sim and build and get those buildings that give you slots. You don't know where they are. This little button up here, this question mark in the Civipedia, you can look up the buildings and they'll tell you which ones give you resource slots, and just focus on those. But Trung, back to Trung. I know I'm a little ADHD here. She's a lot of fun. She's difficult. I did not play well. This was really probably one of my worst games in a while. This is on Immortal also, so can't even claim deity beat my butt. It was just Immortal. I mean, it was pretty fun. I was able to burn this city down, but then she went and resettled it. Got this one really fast. Gave me this in the peace deal. If old Confucius hadn't jumped in, I would have been fine. And we could do this, but I mean, this is also a testament to the strength of the Burning Arrows. Is I'm just down here in this stalemate. I can't pass through because of this navigable river until I get some naval units over here. So, to me, the story of Trung Trac is this. Get Trung, go take out some city-states to get even more levels. Try and make sure you're in tropical. This is also the thing that's frustrating about this spawn. I didn't even spawn tropical with her. That's all right here. You know, so this was just a cursed spawn to begin with. It's okay. Like I said at the beginning, not every spawn's gonna be the best. Yeah, if she spawned here, it would have been way better. Also, definitely need to work on the infrastructure a little bit more. I found, for the most part, in the upper difficulties, it's always better to be on the defensive for wars. Let them push into your territory, and then once that initial wave crashes in and you just have mowed them down, then push through. It's a little difficult for Persia because they want to get combat strength in the enemy territory, and so they just want to keep pushing. So Trung, she's probably pretty good with. They just want you to play her with Khmer or Morium. I could see both of those being really good with her. The food, now that it's fixed, gets those cities really big, have really good production really fast, lots of happiness, especially with Morium. And then you got the cavalry. Cavalry is always overpowered, but I mean that's the point of cavalry. And they need to just make them a little bit weaker. The problem is they took out the difference between warriors and pikemen for infantry, and so they need to make cavalry more susceptible to something, probably more susceptible to range attacks. And so cavalry is good against melee. Infantry is good against range is good against cavalry. That's kind of what you need. You need something where it's good, there's a weakness, or it's good against in that rock paper scissors type of flow. Otherwise, you just have people picking one thing because it beats everything. So that's what I feel like needs to happen. Trung's pretty good. I keep getting sidetracked, but you gotta have a good plan. This is why I rated Trung a little lower on my tier list for beginners, as she is difficult to play. As you can see, you don't have a good start, you don't have a good plan, you don't follow that plan, you get behind and you will lose. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little spotlight. This has been your Casual Dad Plays on Trung Trac in Civ 7. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.